Well, hello again. So I'm making a second video about about improvising music and also improvising dance at the same time. And I'm going to add another thing. I make music with my mouth, and I just make it up as I go along. And I make up dance as I go along and dance to it. I'm holding the camera with my hand, and it may be hard to show the dance because I can't get out very far from my body and show my whole body. But I'm going to add, there's lots of other ways to add to the music a person's making as they improvise. Like today, as I made music with my mouth, I was also tapping and drumming on things, so I'm going to show that too. So let me and also scratching on things. If you listen to hip-hop records, they scratch the records. You've probably heard that sound. And what I took from that is that I could scratch on things like right now I'm tapping on this piano, or really drumming my fingers. But I could also run my fingers like kind of scratching it. This particular surface isn't very noisy because it's smooth and glossy. Even that sound that's almost no sound, I kind of think of as musical. Actually, I think of potentially any sound I think is musical, but even if it's extremely low volume, in my mind it adds something to the effect. Well, when I make this improvised music, I'm mostly making it for my own entertainment, and I'm listening to it as I make it, and it's pleasing my ear. So anything I'm scratching on, like, let's see, here's a stack of Bibles. So you can hear, if I were making music right now, I could scratch to the music, and it would add something to the musical effect. Now, let me see if I can start improvising. So da 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 dum 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 dum. So I'm also dancing. Da da dum 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 dum. I noticed making the last video that it's kind of one thing that limits me is when I hold the camera with one hand, it is harder to dance in a pleasing way because I can dance better when I have two hands free. But I don't have a camera operator. I'd actually rather, it's actually more fun to make the video holding the camera myself. But da 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 da. You can see my legs and feet. Da 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 na 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 na. Da 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 da. So I'm just making this music up as I go. Da 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 da. I'm swinging my hips. Da da. Now I'm going to scratch. Da and tap. Da 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 na 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 na. So that was a book and a lamp. Now I'm going to the couch. Na 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 So you can see I was scratching the lampshade, in time to the music I was making. Na, 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 tapping on the piano. Wow, wow, wow. Tapping on the display case. Na, 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 now, now. Now, tapping on the wall. Now, 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 now. And the intercom. Now, 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 now. You can see this music is pretty repetitive. I just am making this up. Now, when I'm trying to do several things at once, I can get into a pretty repetitive musical phrase because I'm also dancing and holding the camera and tapping, so I still enjoy that. Even though it's repetitive, it still pleases my ear to hear the music that my mouth is making. So even if it's the same line over and over, maybe with slight variations, I still think it's pretty musical sounding, and it's all really for my own entertainment. As it so happens, if you improvise a lot like I'm doing now, you'll get better at singing in general and music in general, even if you're just singing the same line over and over. You'll find that it frees you up when you actually sing songs that aren't just the same line over and over. So I recommend this pretty much. If you're too shy to do it in public, just do it alone. And I think you might find you enjoy it, that it's quite entertaining for you and quite pleasant. But I think you'll find there's benefits that if you ever do sing or perform in public, you'll be better at it. So thanks for listening, and take care.